Beneath the surface of our planet, and sometimes right before our eyes, nature stages performances so rare and fleeting that they defy belief. These are not everyday sights, but one in a billion moments, where Earth reveals both its fury and its brilliance. Imagine a mud volcano suddenly erupting, releasing thick waves of bubbling earth as the ground itself comes alive. Or picture bamboo shooting skyward at an explosive pace, growing inches in a single day, a living symbol of nature's unstoppable force. And high in the mountains, a slab avalanche, massive sheets of snow breaking away in a thunderous cascade, reminds us of the delicate balance that holds our world together. Each of these events is a fleeting glimpse into the extraordinary power of our planet, proof that Earth still holds mysteries that science is only beginning to unravel. Today, we invite you to witness these unseen wonders of nature, moments so rare and powerful, they must be seen to be believed. Mud volcano eruption. Deep within the Earth, pressure builds in silence, and then, without warning, it bursts forth in the form of a mud volcano. Unlike fiery volcanic eruptions, these spectacles are powered not by molten rock, but by pressurized water, gases like methane, and fine sediments rising from the depths. The result is a churning fountain of liquid earth, sometimes spilling over vast areas and sculpting new landscapes in a matter of hours. Some mud volcanoes are only a few feet high, while others soar more than 600 feet, dwarfing trees and reshaping valleys. They can release plumes of gas that ignite spontaneously, creating ghostly blue flames dancing on the mud's surface. What makes them even more fascinating is their connection to life beyond our world. Similar features exist on Mars and other planetary bodies, offering scientists a rare glimpse into geological processes that may nurture life. Each eruption is a reminder that Earth breathes in ways both subtle and dramatic, writing new stories in mud rather than fire. Twice each day, our oceans reveal one of nature's most timeless rhythms, the tide. Born from the gravitational dance between the moon, the sun, and our planet, tides cause the sea to rise and retreat in cycles that have shaped Earth for millions of years. In some regions, the change is just a few feet, while in others, the ocean can climb and fall by more than 50 feet, unveiling hidden worlds of sand and seafloor. These movements are not mere shifts of water, they are lifelines for ecosystems, nourishing tidal flats, guiding the journeys of fish, and even influencing when sea turtles come ashore to nest. Sometimes tides surge dramatically, forming rushing waves that travel inland. At other times, they withdraw, leaving vast stretches exposed, alive, with creatures usually concealed beneath the surface. Scientists also find in them a cosmic signature, as tidal friction slowly alters Earth's spin. Each ebb and flow is a reminder that we are tethered to forces far beyond the horizon. Slab avalanche. A slab avalanche is one of nature's most dramatic displays of sudden power. Unlike loose snow slides, this phenomenon occurs when a broad, cohesive plate of snow, sometimes stretching for miles, detaches from weaker layers beneath it. Triggered by subtle shifts in weight, temperature, or even the vibration of a single step, the snow fractures almost instantly, releasing with the force of hundreds of thousands of tons of moving ice and powder. These slabs can accelerate downhill at speeds faster than a running deer, consuming everything in their path. Scientists study their layered structure like pages in a book, revealing how storms, wind, and freeze-thaw cycles write hidden stories in the snowpack. For all their destructive force, slab avalanches also demonstrate the delicate balance of physics in the mountains, where gravity, weather, and time conspire to create both fleeting beauty and sudden chaos. Bamboo explosive growth. Bamboo is one of nature's most astonishing growth machines. Unlike trees, which expand slowly through annual rings, bamboo belongs to the grass family, and its growth comes in sudden, almost explosive spurts. In the right conditions, certain species can stretch nearly 3 feet in a single day. So fast, you could measure its rise within an hour. This miracle of speed comes from preformed cells hidden in the stalk. Instead of dividing, they elongate rapidly, drinking in water and expanding like inflating balloons. Beneath the soil, vast rhizome networks store energy, ready to unleash towering shoots that pierce the ground in spring. This rapid growth not only makes bamboo a symbol of resilience, but also a master of survival, outpacing competitors for sunlight in dense forests. Watching a stalk surge skyward is witnessing biology at its most urgent, a rare glimpse of living architecture in motion. Jade vine. The jade vine is a botanical wonder, famed for its surreal turquoise blooms. Unlike most flowers, its luminous blue-green color comes from rare pigment interactions, bending light into a glow almost unnatural to the eye. Hanging in cascading chains up to 3 feet long, the claw-shaped blossoms open only under precise tropical warmth and humidity. Their brilliance is more than beauty, it is strategy. At dusk, nectar-feeding bats, guided by the glowing hue, become the vine's vital pollinators. This fragile partnership between plant and animal reveals evolution's ingenuity, where survival depends on a fleeting, radiant display that feels like a living jewel of the forest. Beaver dam ecosystems. Beaver dams are more than structures of sticks and mud. They are living laboratories of ecological engineering. When beavers fell trees and weave them into barriers, they slow, rushing streams into ponds that can stretch for hundreds of feet. These ponds create wetlands, among the most biologically rich habitats on Earth, supporting fish, amphibians, birds, and countless insects. By trapping sediment and filtering water, dams improve clarity and replenish groundwater. They also store carbon, buffering the atmosphere against climate change. Remarkably, satellite images show that landscapes shaped by beavers stay greener during droughts, their ponds acting like natural reservoirs. Yet building such fortresses is no small task. A single colony may move several tons of wood in one season. Each dam is both shelter and survival strategy, protecting beavers from predators while reshaping entire watersheds. In these quiet, flooded forests, nature reminds us that even small creatures can engineer wonders on a massive scale. Manta ray migration. Gliding like underwater wings, manta rays embark on migrations that span hundreds of miles across open oceans. With wingspans reaching nearly 20 feet, these giants gather in schools that can number in the hundreds, moving with the precision of a choreographed ballet. Their journeys follow invisible highways of plankton blooms, guided by shifting currents and seasonal cycles. Scientists have discovered that manta rays can dive over 3,000 feet, yet return to the surface to feed and socialize. Each migration is not only a survival ritual, but also a breathtaking display of nature's grace on a massive scale. Debris avalanche. A debris avalanche is one of nature's most sudden and overwhelming forces. Unlike slow-moving landslides, these events unleash a chaotic torrent of rock, soil, and shattered earth, racing downslope at speeds exceeding 150 miles per hour. Entire slopes can collapse within moments, set in motion by heavy rains, seismic tremors, or volcanic activity. The volume is staggering, sometimes billions of cubic feet of material shifting in a single surge, powerful enough to reshape valleys and redirect rivers. Scientists study their layers of fragmented rock to decode the violent mechanics behind such collapses. What makes debris avalanches so rare and mesmerizing is not only their raw destructive energy, but also their role in sculpting the planet, carving new landscapes in a matter of minutes, a breathtaking reminder of Earth's restless power. Turtle mass nesting. Along the vast banks of the Amazon River, one of nature's most extraordinary spectacles unfolds: turtle mass nesting. Under the glow of the moon, thousands of giant river turtles move ashore in unison, each digging nests nearly 2 feet deep to hide more than 100 eggs. This synchronized ritual, called arrebada, has evolved as a survival strategy. Sheer numbers overwhelm predators, allowing more hatchlings to reach the water. In a single nesting season, millions of eggs are laid, a breathtaking testament to resilience and instinct. Weeks later, tiny turtles erupt from the sand, racing toward the river, guided by the faint shimmer of reflected light. Scientists believe this timeless rhythm is triggered by subtle environmental cues, shifts in water level, temperature, and lunar phases, marking a rare ancient dance of life in the heart of the Amazon. Mega tsunami. In the hidden chapters of Earth's history, scientists have uncovered evidence of one of nature's most fearsome forces, the mega tsunami. Unlike ordinary tsunamis, which are often triggered by undersea earthquakes, a mega tsunami can be born in an instant when an enormous volume of rock or ice crashes into the ocean. The result is not a wave a few feet high, but a towering wall of water that can soar hundreds, even thousands of feet. Geological records tell us that these rare giants once reshaped entire coastlines, carving cliffs and scattering boulders miles inland. What makes them extraordinary is their scale. While a typical tsunami spreads energy across vast distances, a mega tsunami unleashes its fury in a concentrated burst, devastating everything in its path. Though exceedingly rare in modern times, their possibility lingers as a reminder of Earth's raw power and of how sudden and dramatic nature's moments can be. Christmas Island red crab migration. Each year, on a remote island in the Indian Ocean, one of nature's most extraordinary spectacles unfolds: the Christmas Island red crab migration. Triggered by the arrival of the rainy season, over 100 million crimson crabs leave their forest burrows in unison and march toward the ocean. This synchronized journey transforms roads, cliffs and beaches into a living river of scarlet. Guided by an internal biological clock and the pull of lunar cycles, the crabs move with remarkable precision, timing their descent to coincide with the tides that will best protect their offspring. Scientists see this migration as a rare glimpse into the profound connection between life on land and the rhythms of the sea. It is both a breathtaking natural event and a delicate reminder of how ecosystems rely on balance and timing to survive. Sunflower heliotropism. Beneath the summer sun, a quiet choreography unfolds in the fields. Heliotropism, the sun-following dance of young sunflowers. From dawn to dusk, their green stems and tender buds track the light, facing east at sunrise, and slowly turning west as evening falls. This daily movement is guided by internal circadian rhythms and growth hormones that elongate cells on one side of the stem, gently steering the flower. By following the sun, they capture maximum energy for growth. Once matured, the blossoms fix themselves eastward, warming more quickly each morning and drawing pollinators. It is a fleeting yet elegant moment, revealing how plants, too, are attuned to the rhythms of Earth. Bar-headed goose migration. High above the world's tallest mountains, the bar-headed goose performs one of nature's most extreme migrations. These birds soar over the Himalayas, sometimes flying nearly 30,000 feet, an altitude where oxygen is scarce and temperatures fall far below freezing. Their blood binds oxygen more efficiently than most species, and with powerful wing beats, they ride jet stream winds across the peaks. Few creatures can endure such thin air, yet these geese make the journey twice each year, a breathtaking testament to the limits of life and endurance in the natural world. Victoria amazonica, giant water lilies. In the still waters of the Amazon, the Victoria amazonica giant water lily unfolds a spectacle of natural engineering. Its leaves can span over 10 feet in diameter, strong enough to support the weight of a small child, thanks to a ribbed underside that acts like a floating raft. At dusk, its flowers open white, luring beetles with sweet fragrance. By dawn, they shift to pink, trapping the insects inside to ensure pollination before releasing them. This rare nightly transformation reveals how even a single plant can shape entire ecosystems with elegance and power. Pacific Salmon Run. Each year, the Pacific Salmon Run unfolds as one of the most breathtaking spectacles in the natural world. Tiny salmon, born in cool freshwater streams, begin life's odyssey by drifting toward the ocean. There, they spend up to 5 years maturing in salt water before setting out on a near-impossible return journey. Guided by an astonishing sense of smell and Earth's magnetic fields, they travel hundreds of miles back to their natal rivers. Along the way, they leap cascading waterfalls, endure predators, and exhaust every reserve of energy. Their bodies transform dramatically. Shimmering silver fish turn crimson and grow hooked jaws, nature's signal of their final act. After spawning, they perish, but their sacrifice fuels entire ecosystems. Bears and eagles feast, forests absorb marine nutrients, and streams are replenished. The salmon run is more than survival. It is a cycle of renewal that links ocean, river, wildlife, and forest in a single, awe-inspiring moment of nature's grand design. Tequila de mass emergence. Once every 13 or 17 years, forests in North America erupt with the extraordinary mass emergence of periodical cicadas. Billions of these insects, hidden underground for more than a decade, rise in perfect synchrony when the soil warms to about 64 degrees Fahrenheit. Their numbers are so immense that predators like birds and mammals cannot consume them all, a survival strategy called predator satiation. Males gather in deafening choruses, reaching over 100 decibels, rivaling a rock concert. Their red eyes, black bodies, and transparent wings shimmer against the summer light, creating a fleeting spectacle that lasts only a few weeks. After mating and laying eggs, the cicadas die, leaving behind nutrients that enrich the forest floor. This rare, rhythmic phenomenon is one of nature's most remarkable displays, an ancient biological clock that connects soil, trees, wildlife, and sound in a single, unforgettable moment of natural wonder. Each year, humpback whales embark on one of the longest migrations of any mammal, traveling up to 10,000 miles round trip. These giants journey from nutrient-rich polar waters, where they feed during summer, to warm tropical seas, where they breed and give birth. Remarkably, they do not eat during this migration, relying instead on stored fat reserves. Along the way, males produce hauntingly beautiful songs that can last for hours, thought to play a role in courtship and communication. Scientists have discovered that humpbacks navigate using a combination of the Earth's magnetic field and the position of the sun. Watching these 40-ton creatures breach and slap the sea with their massive fins is not just a visual marvel, it is a rare moment that reveals the endurance, intelligence, and mystery of life on Earth's vast oceans. Hidden in the heart of the Amazon lies one of Earth's rarest wonders, the boiling river. Flowing for nearly 4 miles, its waters can reach temperatures above 190 degrees Fahrenheit, hot enough to cook any creature that falls in. What makes it extraordinary is its distance from volcanic zones. Unlike hot springs tied to magma, this river's heat comes from rainwater that seeps deep underground, superheated by geothermal energy, then resurfaces. Shrouded in rising steam, it creates a surreal landscape where only the toughest plants and microbes can endure, a living reminder of Earth's hidden power. Every autumn, millions of monarch butterflies embark on one of the most astonishing migrations in nature. These fragile insects, each weighing less than half a gram, travel up to 3,000 miles across North America to reach their winter sanctuaries. What makes this journey even more extraordinary is that no single butterfly completes it twice. Each generation somehow knows the route through a mix of inherited genetic cues and sensitivity to Earth's magnetic field and the position of the sun. The skies fill with waves of orange and black, a living river of wings connecting continents. Deep beneath the Earth's surface, caves hold fragile wonders shaped drop by drop over millennia. Among the most delicate are soda straws, thin, hollow stalactites that form as mineral-rich water seeps through the ceiling and leaves behind a microscopic ring of calcite. With each drop, the tube lengthens, sometimes growing only a few millimeters in an entire year. Some soda straws stretch more than 10 feet long, yet remain as narrow as a pencil. Unlike other formations that thicken with age, these fragile tubes keep their slender form, creating forests of crystalline straws suspended in silence. Their very existence depends on perfect balance, undisturbed air, steady drips, and countless years of patience. On the edges where water meets land lives a creature that seems to blur the boundary between two worlds, the mud skipper. Unlike most fish, mud skippers have evolved the remarkable ability to leave the water behind and walk across mudflats using their strong pectoral fins like crutches. Their bulging eyes, perched high on their heads, give them a panoramic view as they scan for both predators and prey. Even more astonishing, they breathe through their skin and the moist lining of their mouths and throats, but only if they remain damp. To survive on land, mud skippers carry gulps of water inside enlarged gill chambers, functioning like natural scuba tanks. These small amphibious fish engineer tiny burrows in the mud, which act as shelters and even nurseries for their eggs. Watching them leap, climb, and defend territory reveals a rare glimpse of evolution in action. A fish not bound by water, but thriving at the threshold of two worlds. High above, the sky sometimes transforms into a living canvas, painted with one of nature's rarest displays, undulatus asperatus clouds. Unlike the soft, cotton-white shapes we know, these clouds ripple like waves on a restless sea, rolling across the heavens with dark, turbulent underbellies. Scientists believe they form when atmospheric instability pushes moist air into powerful undulating motions, creating a sky that looks like it's in constant motion. Though dramatic in appearance, they rarely bring storms, instead leaving behind the impression of an otherworldly ocean suspended overhead. Witnessing undulatus asperatus is a fleeting event, lasting only minutes, yet it captures the grandeur of the atmosphere's hidden artistry, reminding us that even the skies above can surprise us with moments of raw, breathtaking beauty. In the barren desert, a strange sight stretches across the earth. Thousands of near-perfect circles of bare soil, each outlined by rings of grass. Known as fairy circles, these formations can span from just a few feet to more than 30 feet across, repeating in mesmerizing patterns that cover miles. Their origin is one of nature's enduring mysteries. Some scientists propose that termites engineer them, subtly shaping the land as underground architects. Others argue it is plants themselves, locked in a quiet battle for scarce water, creating self-organized patterns. Whatever the cause, fairy circles remain a rare and haunting reminder of how life and environment weave together in ways we still struggle to fully explain. In the still waters of rivers and mangroves, a small but extraordinary hunter reveals one of nature's most precise tricks. The archerfish, rarely longer than 1 foot, has evolved the ability to shoot jets of water with astonishing accuracy. By forming a narrow channel with its tongue and roof of the mouth, it expels a stream that can travel several feet through the air. This jet is powerful enough to strike insects resting on leaves, knocking them into the water below. Even more remarkable, archerfish adjust for light refraction, calculating how water bends the image of their prey before firing. Their aim is so accurate that they can hit a moving target in less than 1 second. This rare skill is not instinct alone, but refined through practice, showing a level of learning and adaptation that rivals many higher animals. A fleeting jet, a perfect strike, an extraordinary moment where physics and biology meet. In the depths of warm seas, giant barrel sponges, often called the redwoods of the reef for their centuries-long lifespan, unleash one of nature's most spectacular underwater events. During spawning, a single sponge can release billions of tiny gametes, turning the surrounding water into a shimmering cloud of life. This synchronized event, often triggered by the lunar cycle, ensures greater chances of fertilization. Though silent and unseen by most, barrel sponge spawning sustains entire reef ecosystems, a rare moment where one ancient organism fuels the future of countless marine creatures. High above mountain peaks, the sky sometimes crafts a spectacle few ever witness: lenticular clouds. These lens-shaped formations form when stable, moist air flows over rugged terrain, creating smooth, layered waves in the atmosphere. To the human eye, they resemble floating UFOs, glowing with shifting colors as the sun rises or sets. Unlike ordinary clouds, lenticulars remain nearly motionless, locked in place by the invisible air currents sculpting them. Pilots often avoid them, since the same winds that shape their beauty can cause powerful turbulence. Sandstorms are among nature's most dramatic forces, sweeping walls of dust that can rise over a mile high and stretch for dozens of miles. They form when powerful winds lift loose particles from dry ground, creating a moving curtain that engulfs everything in its path. Within minutes, daylight can vanish into a surreal orange haze. While destructive, sandstorms also play a vital role in Earth's systems, carrying nutrients across continents and even feeding distant rainforests. Rising from the Nevada desert, Fly Geyser looks otherworldly, yet it is a living experiment between geology and chance. Formed in the early 20th century, when a well-struck geothermal water, minerals built colorful terraces over decades. The geyser now sprays boiling water up to 12 feet high, its surface painted in reds and greens by thriving thermophilic algae. This rare fusion of human accident and natural process has created one of Earth's most surreal landscapes. Tiger Leaping Gorge in China is one of the most dramatic landscapes on Earth, a canyon where nature's raw power is carved into stone. Spanning nearly 10 miles in length and dropping more than 12,000 feet from the snowy peaks of the Jade Dragon and Harbor Mountains down to the rushing Jinsha River, it is among the deepest gorges in the world. Legend tells of a tiger leaping across the river to escape hunters, giving the gorge its name. Scientifically, it is a living laboratory where tectonic uplift collides with relentless erosion, creating towering cliffs, thundering rapids, and a landscape that continues to evolve. Standing at its edge, one witnesses not only a rare geological wonder, but also a moment where myth, science, and nature converge in breathtaking harmony.